Alright, welcome to my Future War Bundle review. So this is basically the Terminator, the T-800, as well as Sarah Connor, plus all the accessories that come with them. It's 2,800 V-Bucks for the entire bundle. So it's kind of pricey in comparison to some of the other bundles we've had recently, so let's find out if it's worth it. In addition, there's a reactive item. It's Sarah Connor's back bling, which as you can see is the T-800 endoskeleton arm. So I'll be doing how it's reactive in this video as well. And then lastly, I'll also be showing you gameplay and my personal review. Now, as I mentioned, the price for this bundle is 2,800 V-Bucks, but I got gifted some of the items, so it's only 200 for me. By the way, I think this is the first ever epic emote to be only 300 V-Bucks. So let's go ahead and purchase this bundle right here. And of course, I only get 2 items because I had all the other ones already. All right, so first up is the locker review for Sarah Connor here. So she is a very clean looking skin. Even if you haven't seen the Terminator movies, she's just a very, very nice looking skin. Nothing flashy about her, so if you're a competitive player, you can run her with the ease that you won't stand out like a sore thumb. And she comes with 2 different styles. This one is from the Terminator 2, where she kind of goes incognito here with her glasses as well as her hat. This is a very iconic outfit from a very iconic movie. Big fan of the Terminator franchise myself. Now what I want to know is whether or not her pickaxe interacts with these skins. So on the front of both of these styles you can see her knife, aka her pickaxe. So sometimes when you use a pickaxe, it interacts with the skin and will withdraw. For example, if you pull it out, she will withdraw it from the sheath there. So we're going to test that as well. There's not much else to say, it's just a clean looking skin. Now, the back bling, as I mentioned, is the only reactive item in the bundle. It says there is no fate but what we make for ourselves. And this is basically the T-800 arm that gets ripped off in the movies. And I have a feeling it does something way cool. You can see it's definitely animated. The fingers are twitching. There's some sparks coming out from the bottom, shooting all the way up. Can't wait to test this out too. Now the pickaxe is the combat knife. Like I said, I want to see if it interacts with the skin. It looks to have a very bright splash effect there when you swing it. So next up is the T-800 himself. It says, pitiless, remorseless, it will not stop ever. So this was the bad guy from Terminator 1. Absolutely creeped me out as a kid. Still have nightmares of this guy. Well, not really, but back in the day I did. Look at that back bling. That is a bulky back bling. He's got some big old ammo rounds on the side, some kind of shells. And a lot of people are disappointed with this, mostly because Arnold is not here. Most people were hoping for a human form, and then basically he would get more and more reactive, just like in the movies, where if you take damage, then he turns into the T-800 here. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened. Maybe they couldn't get the licensing or something like that, but this is all we get. The mechanical shell that is the T-800. Boy, he is scary. I bet his eyes glow too. Now his back bling says the resistance will be terminated. And again, it does look a bit bulky. We'll have to check that out in game. Speaking of bulky, his pickaxe says with real barrier smashing action. And it has the faintest splash effect I've ever seen. I hope it has a great big pink contrail because that laser is very bright there. So we'll check that out. So we're going to start with the T-800 in game. We're going to check him out and see if there's anything unique about him. So the first thing to notice is when you walk or run, listen to this. There's a metallic clanking, as to be expected because he's fully metallic. Here's the pickaxe. Oh, there's no contrail. But there's a futuristic noise. Listen to this. Doesn't always make it, but occasionally. Okay, here comes the darkness. Let's check this out. See what lights up in the dark. Ooh, so the laser kind of activated at night. I'm going to have to check that out again, but it literally looked like it turned on. If that's the case, then it's reactive. Oh yeah, look at that, because now you can see the contrail. Interesting. So kind of a secretly reactive pickaxe there. You can see the back bling. Definitely lights up. I bet his eyes are fiercely glowing red. Not so much. I mean, they're a little bit glowing. Pretty sweet. Oh, wait. We're supposed to do the robot. There you go. The robot doing the robot. Can you imagine this T-800 in real life doing this? I'd be petrified. Yikes. So the back bling is a bit bulky. I do like the pickaxe, though. Especially that noise it makes. See, nothing happens when you jump up and down. If anything happens when you take damage. He wasn't advertised to be reactive, so I'm not anticipating anything to happen. So we'll pop this med kit and see. Nope, nothing seems to happen. Let's get an elimination and see if that does anything. Nope, nothing appears to happen when you get an elim. So just an overall nice skin, especially if you're a fan of the Terminator. Nothing really flashy about him. The pickaxe did appear to react to nighttime, but we're going to check that out again in one more match. By the way, the Predator's wrap appears to go pretty well with him. And that, of course, is reactive as well. You can see that little red light lights up, which matches his eyes as well as the back bling. So a nice wrap for the T-800. Okay, so I just landed during the daytime here, and as you can see, the light does turn on. So I don't know if my pickaxe was glitched before or what, because you can clearly see that light, and the contrail is there. But as you saw in my earlier clip, there was no contrail, and that light wasn't on. It literally activated. It was so weird. So here's the first style for Sarah Connor. Let's check this out. All right, so she is a very bland looking skin, like I said. Let me spin her around. I really enjoy this though. I love Sarah Connor. I loved her in the movies. She's definitely a nice looking skin. She's just very average, but it's better than a default skin. She's got a nice face. I love the ponytail. Everything about this is very nice in my opinion. Now the back bling is a bit animated. If you're a really competitive player, you may not want to run any back bling because it does have a lot of colors to it, believe it or not. That purplish blue spark. A lot of people could see that from very far away. So the moment of truth, let's see if that pickaxe is interactive with the skin. So I'm going to take my pickaxe out and we're going to see if it comes out of the sheath. And it sure does. Look at that. Takes it right out of the sheath when you unequip it. I love that. Very nice. Just a small touch like that that makes this a great skin. Speaking of the pickaxe, let's see the animation. Okay, so this is one you should be familiar with. A lot of recent skins have had this animation. This is basically Thor's animation, or Kratos. Now the splash effect, look at this. It's a bright red. I did not see that in the locker. It's a bright red yellow flash. So that looks really, really good. So let's take a peek at how the back bling is reactive. I'm going to hit fire so we can see exactly what happens. And it does a thumbs up. It's very brief, but it was noticeable. This is why I need blurry in here so I can see it from my perspective. Look at that. It gives a quick thumbs up. So if you haven't seen the Terminator 2, spoiler alert, Arnold does die at the end, and he goes into the lava, and he does the thumbs up. So that is where that's from. Okay, here comes nighttime. We're going to see just how bright this back bling gets. So you can see the blue-purple sparks, which again is very noticeable. So you may not want to run that if you don't feel like sticking out even a little bit. See if it lights up at all when we get an elim. No, just about the same with the thumbs up. So that's cool. All right, so this is the secondary style for Sarah Connor, and to be honest, I think I like this one even better. This one reminds me of a custom Maya. And you guys know, if you're a fan of my channel, I love Maya. She is one of, if not my favorite skin in the game, and this hat totally reminds me of Maya. The sunglasses are sweet. I think Sarah Connor actually steals the show here. In comparison to the T-800, I think a lot more people would run this one, just because it's such a clean skin. So by the way, I forgot to do the Cyberdyne salute. Here it is. Let's see if it does anything special with the back bling itself. No. But that's the thumbs up I was telling you guys about at the end of the Terminator 2 when he does die. This would go great with a lot of the fiery skins such as Ghost Rider or the new Renegade Raider, things like that. Pretty unique though. I bet that looks nice at night too. Alright, so I'm going to throw an enemy bot grenade and Blurry's going to take him out and we're going to see what it looks like. Yeah, so it's just so faint. It literally lasts under probably 3 seconds. Let me time it this time. Yeah, about 2.5 to 3 seconds. That's it. All right, so that's all there is to it for the Future War bundle. Like I said, I think the Sarah Connor skin is actually much better than the T-800. Not only does she get a reactive back bling, but she has 2 different styles and both are pretty clean. Now the T-800 is pretty sweet itself. I think the back bling is a bit bulky though. I think the T-800 arm that Sarah Connor gets would work better. In addition, I do like Sarah Connor's pickaxe better, but this one does suit the T-800 as well. So someone told me, by the way, if you don't want to spend $2,800 on the bundle, to buy the T-800 here for $1,500, and if you just buy this, for some reason it lowers the cost of the bundle to 1,000 V-Bucks. So you're spending $1,500 for him, and then $1,000 for this. That's $2,500 for the entire bundle. So you basically get it for 300 V-Bucks off because normally it's $2,800. Let me know if that actually works. I've got a lot of comments telling me it does, so that's pretty cool. You could save 300 V-Bucks. Now, is it worth 2,800 V-Bucks? I would say yes. Even if you're not a fan of the Terminator movies, the skins are very nice. I think they're well worth 2,800 V-Bucks, and if you are a fan of the Terminator, then it's well worth the 2,800 V-Bucks. So don't let the disappointment that there's no human form for the T-800 get you down. It's still a nice bundle, well worth it, and plus we've got this awesome Cyberdyne salute emote too. Well worth 2,800 V-Bucks in my opinion. So that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.